It's the USF Bulls and the Western Michigan Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the USF head coach before the game, he said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Complete to start this drive. Makes the grab in their space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were
breaks free in the middle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
They'll run the option. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. Maybe a crease. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout, and his throw is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll throw on third and short. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
On the move. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the ground with the back. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They want to run this quarterback. Maybe some room here. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he puts through the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Bulls, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Fires to the tight end.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Isaac. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And the Bulls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here comes the option. The option, he'll keep it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all...
He caught it! They will score! Touchdown Bulls!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad...
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Pulled down for the tackle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Parks. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking for a man. It's Lowry. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll send the tight end in motion. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Lowry. Quick completion on the out route. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Second down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Brooks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
They'll run play action. The throw is complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Makes the catch. It's Rodgers.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Isaac. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on fourth down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Selden. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Isaac. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Under fire, and he never had a chance. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He lets it fly. He's got it down the field.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. To throw, it's Van Buren. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This USF offense will open this drive right here. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Going with the counter play here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. The Bulls with the 1st and 10. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. Oh, they're after him. Buried before he could blink.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls! What a grab in the end zone for 6.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Dives into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Brooks. Turning it on. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The Broncos have this offense rolling. Tight end now in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Got it, looking for the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He'll do it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Well, this time the defense played it well because this quarterback has given them some problems on the ground.
He's got so much speed and has had some success, but I like the end of this run. Not only get him on the ground, punish him. Make him think twice about running the football in the future.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Lowry. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, the field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Isaac. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside. Take advantage of it to make big plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Trying to run, it's Isaac. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Pressure coming. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Smashes ahead. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Catch in the middle, it's Odom. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Bulls come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Keeps it himself. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful. When you got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times, because if he outflanks you...
Snags it, and he's open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, USF.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Gives him the big stiff arm. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Finds his man out of the backfield. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense trying to take it back.
What a costly fumble. You're in a situation where I'm almost guaranteed points or an opportunity for points. To win this football game, and now you're going to be begging for your defense to somehow hold on, make a big play, come and bail you out for fumbling that football.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Now on 1st down from the 28. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
95-96 bridge. Here we go. To the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these 4th quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Got his man. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Broncos fight back and take the lead.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up.
Oh, and that is so close. That was almost 6 on the board for the return team. That is a game-changing type play. You change the momentum, you give your own team a spark with a return like that.
And And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Isaac. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's third and goal. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Touchdown, South Florida. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The Bulls deliver an answer.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big-time, prime-time moments. You got the ball, tie game, you want to go win. Make some plays for me, big dog.
The Bulls use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Reads it, fires complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Bulls in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's a heat. On target over the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Off the play fake. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Looking downfield on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. With the ball spotted outside the 35, the holder will kneel and give his kicker a shot from 53 yards out and a chance to win. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Running inside, it's Isaac. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Touchdown Bulls! And they're on top here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
Right now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
He'll run it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
They go to the ground. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Rushes on him. On the run, fires downfield. Makes a connection.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that it kept his eyes down on the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Steps away. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. that's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Western Michigan. That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They got the touchdown. Now in the 2nd overtime, you have to go for 2. Takes a snap, wants to throw. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT.
Western Michigan, 41. South Florida, 35.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Touchdown, Bulls. And they have the answer here in overtime with a touchdown of their own. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement, but where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game, decided in overtime, crushing balls.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.